Hello everyone, my name is Walter Richard from DaGameTrain, and we have opened the Pandora's box. Well, almost. I mean, the real Pandora's box of shitty games when it comes to Sega Genesis, I would say, is Gargoyles. But it's not because it's a shitty game per se, but it's got a shitty difficulty. As in, it's really fucking hard. But this is pretty close. Yes, it's pretty fucking close when it comes to pissing you off. Virgin Games, it's like they're trying to make fun of us already. Yes, it's Superman, who has joined Saints Row for some reason, but don't worry about that. Once again, we're playing the European version because the American version doesn't have sound test or difficulty settings. Strange disappearance of children. Michael Jackson is nowhere in sight. Superman is on the scene to figure out what's what. So the game is pretty simple. It's made by Sunsoft as well, so it's kind of a given that it would be simple. You walk around, you beat the shit out of things, and yeah, that's it. It's about as basic as it gets. In fact, you'd be surprised to know that sound effects from this game are the same ones you can hear in the Batman game. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are some that are the exact same. Haven't I seen this problem already? Like, what the fuck? That two-headed dragon kind of fucked me up on one attempt, and on the second attempt I couldn't do anything about. How do I jump over this shit? Unfortunately, Superman does not have a double jump, but if you hold up then you press jump, you'll jump a little higher. The biggest problem with this game is that the controls are a bit stiff. This can be annoying, but it's not the biggest issue. Then why did I call it the biggest issue? I don't know. I just woke up. Shut up. The biggest real issue here is that it's fucking hard. Like, okay, it's Superman, but it doesn't have to be super fucking hard. Well, only Superman could super fucking do it. For super players only. There are certain Superman logos you can pick up, and they act as power-ups or just extra points. The traditional Superman logo heals you up. Some other ones recharge your special abilities and just give you points. Now the plot of this game is pretty fucking simple. It's the day after Kryptonite Appreciation Day and everybody has a problem with you. So you gotta make amendments in the only way you know possible. Beating the shit out of them. Also aliens attacking you for some reason in the middle of Metropolis, which kinda looks like Duckburg but with more color. You know, from Quackshot. We should redo that as well. That's a good game that could really do a redo. Now, if there is one good thing I can say about this game is that the music is fucking super, as you would fucking expect from Superman. But seriously, if there is one thing Sunsoft knows how to do, it's the music. It's always fucking great, and for Superman, they really went all out. Now granted, it isn't the Superman theme playing in any point of this game, but I don't care. Because the soundtrack is fucking kick-ass. They really put their best into it, showing us that Sega Genesis does have some superiority in certain cases when it comes to soundtrack. I mean, comparing to the NES, you couldn't get this kind of soundtrack on the NES. And SNES, you probably could, but it would be kind of difficult with their instruments. Now here's the first boss. Gross Street Man! I mean, who the hell is this guy? And why doesn't he like Superman? Why is he wearing green? Why is he shooting flowers? Who knows? And who cares? Because you're Superman and your job is to super beat the shit out of him. And where are you going? Motherfucker, you think you can get away with this? Don't forget to use your super punch to do super damage. Of course I'll keep saying super. It's Superman. Wait, hold on, I wanna fist him in the end. You can totally do that, it just depends on how he blows his bubblegum. Please do that, I wanna do the right thing. Damn it, it's not the right bubblegum. He sometimes doesn't inflate the bubblegum fully, so it looks like he's just flying around with a balloon in his mouth. You can do a jumping attack right into his ass. It looks like Superman is fisting him to death. Superman does it again. He beats up a random dude in a green suit. Well done, you super piece of shit. He also saves kids somehow. Alright, that was the first level. Wasn't that bad. Here's round 2. Missing people found in building. Would you quit tearing up my fucking newspapers, god damn it. Alright, so we're in a building which has the best track in the game. And it also has fucking Mouser robots from Ninja Turtles, what the hell? Since when did that crossover happen? Superman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey, found the kids. This level has you toggle between 2 powers. But for what purpose? Well, the purpose is pretty simple. There are these reinforced walls which you cannot normally punch through. Well, there is one. The regular grey colored walls, you can punch through them with your regular attack. But there will be one that's made out of yogurt or something, I don't know, and you can't punch through it with your normal attacks. You'll need the super punch for that. But for going to the next floor, you need the hyper spin, as the game calls it. I call it the ballerina spin of doom, because it destroys things. So obviously it must be called like that. Hey, aren't these the mines from AI Wars? What the fuck are they doing here? Yeah, we saw briefly the door which we need the super punch for. And here is the said super punch. I like the icons they give to this shit. That punch is super, cause it's Superman. But see, if you try doing regular attacks, nothing. You just hear the sound effect from Batman whenever you get punched in the face. So what you gotta do is press A. BAM! And then take a sip of your preferred beverage. Mine is tea at the moment. Oh god! They're trying to nuke Superman inside a building. Alright, look at my HP. You think this is gonna go well? I can tell you right now, it won't. I'm probably gonna die. Damn it! That took a lot less effort than I thought it would. But you see, this is where the game has a weird issue, where it doesn't actually have lives, it has continues. I've no fucking idea why that is the case, but it also does not have any checkpoints. So, every time you die and use up a continue, you're forced to go through everything over again. So, for the sake of making this playthrough actually go somewhere, we're going to ask the Game Genie to grant us a wish. Let's see if it did. Get out the way, mouse. I think it did. Yeah, this game is notorious for its insane difficulty because every damn thing in this game hurts like a motherfucker. You know, it's kind of expected that enemies would be able to hurt you because then what the fuck is the point of a power meter? But you'd expect them to be, you know, using Superman's signature weakness, the Kryptonite. But they don't. At least it's impossible to tell because all I see is me getting blown up with bombs. But bombs are not made of kryptonite. I don't think kryptonite even explodes. So what the fuck? How can bombs hurt Superman? It's fucking Superman. He doesn't get super hurt by shit bombs. He needs super bombs to get hurt. No, there's even this toxic sludge which could be literally anything but kryptonite. Or even that, who knows. And it still hurts you. So what the fuck, dude? Oh look, a kryptonite atom. Yeah, I don't think so. Still, I can't really be upset about this game because I never play it legit because it's impossible. And so, whatever disappointment I might have, it usually is washed away by the amazing soundtrack. I know that doesn't really mean much of anything because in the end the game is still pretty fucking bad because of its difficulty. But that's just the way it is for me. What's in this room? Oh, more kids. You can actually not go to this room at all. And nothing will happen because of it. It'll just say, oh, you saved kids. Ah, here's the vacuum cleaner of Lex Luthor. Oh, spoiler alert, Lex Luthor is not even in this game. No. In fact, you'll find that a lot of the villains in this game are not the villains that you are actually aware of, unless you're some hardcore Superman fan. Speaking of Superman, I heard there's a game called Death and Return of Superman on the Sega Genesis. Has anyone tried it out? Is it any good? I'd be interested in giving it a shot. I just need to know if it's actually worth the time. All I remember is that it's some kind of a beat 'em up. Oh shit! Kryptonite laser! It's already over. Oh, it's boss time! With Iron Man! Seriously, who the fuck is this? What's Iron Man gotta do with Superman? He's not even invented yet. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking time traveling piece of shit. I'll beat the shit out of your iron face. Bam! No. What the fuck? It still hit me. You can jump over his paralyzation beam, but it still hurts you for some reason. If you're lucky enough to actually get past the vacuum cleaner of Lex Luthor without dying, you probably won't survive long enough to get to this part. And if you do, well, congratulations, this part is even fucking worse. Look at all the shit that's in here. How the fuck are you supposed to dodge all of this? This is why you shouldn't play this without the wishes of Game Genie. Because Game Genie cares about your well-being, unlike this fucking game. Unfortunately, I don't really know what the hell Sunsoft developers were thinking, because if you play any other of their games, like Batman for example, you'll note that they're not actually bad developers. They're actually pretty good. So what the fuck happened here? Why did Superman get the shit treatment? Was it just a trend at the time to shit on Superman? Was it because of Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, or whatever the fuck it's called? I mean, you don't have to hate Superman just for one movie. That's kind of a silly thing. So we're going to beat the shit out of Iron Man for reals this time. And they're fighting on a train too. This is kind of a great occasion. I can put a little thumbs up or thumbs down on the front of that train like that. And now we're in a proper scene. Hold on, I need to super punch that shit. Alright, super punch is ready. Fuck! You motherfucker! He dodged my super punch. Okay, well, you can keep beating me up. I'll just take my sip of tea. What's he doing? What the fuck, dude? He doesn't keep... What? How does he miss me every single time? I've never seen this! This is pathetic! I need to end his suffering. Here you go. Man, I'm glad I picked this up. This is too funny. Like, what the fuck, dude? He just keeps jumping. Superman does it again. He just keeps fucking jumping over him all the fucking time. Being, you can't catch me. Superman frees people by punching Iron Man straight in the fucking gabber. Ah, it's the dawn of a new day. Round 3. Star reporter Lois Dumbass is missing again. Well, it's actually Lois Lane. I think she's an important character in the Superman mythos. Maybe. But she keeps getting kidnapped all the fucking time. Like, what the hell, woman? Can you at least buy a taser or something? I know that's not gonna help against a lot of the villains here, but you could at least try. Ah. So now we're actually tapping into our inner Thunder Force 3 for some reason. And yeah, you can punch these boxes, by the way. I realized this a long time ago, but I never bothered to try this because, well, I don't really care. It's not like I give a shit about Superman or anything. Get out of here. Superman? More like super dumbass, am I right? I don't get why Superman gets all the fucking flack though. I think he's a pretty cool superhero. He could be much better, but we keep fucking up with him for some reason. Like, what the hell? The movies weren't too bad, but they could have been better. I didn't see any of them yet, so I'm just going by the hearsay. But the games are always fucked up. Like, what the hell? There's so much you could do with Superman, but they never do anything with Superman. Like, I guess the best example is Superman 64, because it's the most infamous. Oh, let's fly through some fucking rings. Like, what the fuck, dude? Superman doesn't fly through fucking rings. Superman does super shit like dodge all of his enemies while drinking tea. What do you think of Sir Edward's black tea, by the way? I think it's pretty good. Man, these motherfuckers have a lot of health, don't they? Either that or my heat vision is not hot enough. Ooh! Spin here, dumb shit. You know, Superman might be a Superman, but he's not very intelligent. He needs God to tell him where to go. Maybe he's religious. You never know. Oh yeah, there's some mini bosses here, but who the fuck even knows what they're supposed to be? speaking of bosses and villains, I suppose, I should probably mention that there are some interesting choices. Like, there is Brainiac. I think that's the more prominent thing, because that used to be a computer at some point, I think. But then it became a thing. I don't know, I've barely seen anything of Superman, so I can't really comment much on that. But then there's some kind of a fucking interdimensional clown thing that we've seen at least twice already, once on the train and once out in the ocean with that shark fin. Who the fuck even knows what that is? And then there's there's Contra Man, which we'll see soon enough. No, I'm really not joking. It's Contra Man from Contra. You'll see it yourself. I'm not even trying to make a joke here. I think it's actually in this level. Yeah, it's in this level right here. Here he is! Come back on the screen, motherfucker! Yeah, see? It's Contra Man from Contra. Why the fuck are we fighting Contra Man? I don't know, but there is an annoying thing about him. He always flies all over the fucking place. Stop fucking moving for a second, would ya? Luckily, I think you can beat this boss without even having to resort to Game Genie, cause this is all he does. He doesn't do anything different. As such, you can easily learn his pattern and dodge it every single time. There's nothing really hard about it. Oh well, he sometimes drops bombs, but these are easy to dodge too. He's not a very difficult boss, but by this point, you're probably not gonna turn off Game Genie. And I don't think you can even turn it off if you're playing on legit hardware at any point you want. So, it's not like you'll have a choice. And here goes Contra Man from Contra. Thank you for your contribution to this Let's Play. Superman cheers on Apollo 13's mission as he finds out that Lois Lane is partaking in it as well. That's when he realizes, shit, only Lois Lane can hold on to my penis long enough and without breaking in half. I need to get her back. I guess that's my explanation. If you got a better one, I'm happy to hear it.